Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you for attending Wagener-Salley High School Class of 2022 Commencement Ceremony. At this time, we ask if you would please silence all cell phones. Please stand for the processional, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the National Anthem.
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now we have Shatiri Edwards singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was
Good evening, and please be seated. Mr. Lawrence, Ms. Shealy, Area 4 Advisory Council, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, and parents, on behalf of the class of 2022, we welcome you to the 58th commencement ceremony for the Wagener-Salley High School. Since its first consolidation in 1965 from Wagener High School and Salley High, and the second consolidation in 1969 with A.L. Corbett High School, Wagener-Salley High School has been a pillar of the town of Wagener, Salley, Perry, New Holland, and surrounding communities. Today we continue that legacy by celebrating this momentous occasion. It is my pleasure to welcome students, families, and faculty to graduation day here at the USC Aiken Convocation Center. Every one of you have made an impact on the graduates who sit here today. From myself and the class of 2022, thank you. We will now have our introduction of the guests by our principal, Mr. Rasheem Neelums.
Again, good afternoon and welcome. On behalf of Wagener-Salley High School, administration, faculty, staff, and students. As you know, graduation is a ceremony and it's custom that dates many centuries. It's intended to formally recognize these young people for having reached an educational milestone. Here to participate in this special occasion are some distinguished guests on stage. As I introduce them, I ask that you hold your applause until I've completed the introductions of everyone. Aiken County Board of Education. Well, some people are not here, but I'm going to call the names anyway. Dr. John Bradley, Mr. Jason Crane, Ms. Barry Moulton, Mr. Cameron Nussel, Dr. Patricia Hanks, Ms. Patricia Ronhart Jackson, Ms. Sandra Shealy, Mr. Brian Silas, and Mr. Dwight Smith. Superintendent is Mr. King Lawrence. Chief officers, Dr. Corey Murphy, Ms. Jeannie Glover, Mr. Trey Traxler, and Ms. Jennifer Hart. Assistant superintendents, Ms. Julie Revel and Mr. Eric Jeffcoat, Dr. Phyllis Gamble, and Mr. Berkeley Postel. Let's please give them a round of applause. Joining us, but not on stage, is Mr. Mike Rozier. He's taking pictures. Director of Communication and Community Partnerships. Let's give him a round of applause also. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate your leadership and service to our community. I wish to also recognize our dedicated school administration, faculty, and staff. Faculty and staff, please stand. Thank you. Please be seated. We'd like to recognize and thank the sponsors for their support in making this event possible. Allow me another moment to acknowledge another special group of individuals in the audience who I'm sure cannot believe this day has arrived. These people are with you at your birth, celebrated your first tooth, your first steps, and I'm sure for them it seems like it was only yesterday that you were in kindergarten. Parents and grandparents of graduating seniors, please stand. Seniors, please show your appreciation for them now. Give them another round of applause, seniors. It's been a great year. Thank you for your part in making it such a success. Now we will have the salutatorian address by Ariana Wood.
Thank you, Mr. Neelums, and thank you to the students, teachers, parents, and staff who made these 4 years everything that they were. With that being said, congratulations, graduates. Today is the day. as it is a day of celebration for all your hard work. This has been long awaited since you entered kindergarten 13 years ago. Your diploma is much like a passport. We all need it to travel to our own destinations. As Lao Tzu once said, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Today marks one of the many steps of your journey. For some, your journey might take you directly into the workforce. For others, you may use this passport to take the next step in your education. You're headed to a university, community college, or maybe even getting an apprenticeship to prepare you for the career you want to pursue. A handful may even join the military. We all have our own destinations, and the trek there is the best part. My parents have tremendously helped me through this part of my journey. They have been there for me since day one. My dad is one of the hardest working people I know. He works all the time to provide for our family. He's my right-hand man. All it takes is one call, and he's there in a heartbeat. I will forever be grateful for the involvement that my mom has in my life. From the moment I was born, she dropped everything to be able to take care of me full time. Since preschool, she has been the one to wake me up every morning, help me get ready for school, and send me on my way. Anything I've ever needed, she's always been there to guide me. My parents are my biggest supporters. Any school event, volleyball game, dance, etc. They have supported me every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough. Now here's to my journey. From the early age of 12, I had to make a big decision. Do I want to stay in Tennessee where I was born and raised, or do I want to take a big step and move to South Carolina? I was ready for change and new opportunities, so I agreed to move here. Looking back, I'm very happy with my decision. Since first attending Wagener-Salley High, I've made lots of friends and made some great memories. I've learned to love this school and everything that comes with it. Today is the big day. I'm on to the next part of my journey. My next step is attending Lander University to major in biology. I wish each and every one of you the best of luck in your journey, and remember to always keep moving forward and strive to do great things, but most importantly, don't forget where you came from. Now we have the Valedictorian address by Caitlin Courtney.
Good afternoon, administrators, teachers, classmates, friends, and family. My name is Caitlin Courtney, and I am the class of 2022's Valedictorian. Before I begin, I would like to thank our Lord and Savior for allowing us to gather here safely and giving us the opportunity to celebrate this huge accomplishment. The path to get here was not easy and required me to have a lot of dedication to my studies and perseverance when times got tough. As I thought of this speech, I realized that I wanted to thank the many people who inspired me and guided me. First and foremost, God. Through Him, all things are possible. Next, I would like to thank every single one of the teachers that I have encountered along the way, as I know that it is not an easy profession. I would also like to thank the Wagener-Salley faculty, Miss Ryans, Miss Springs, Miss Romines. Thank you for always looking out for the students and making the most out of bad situations. I would especially like to thank Mrs. Shackelford. She has always been the backbone of Wagener-Salley. When you need something, you can always count on her. Ms. Shackelford is so much more than a teacher to me. She was a friend, a guardian angel at times. She was there for me when I needed her, from letting me sit in her class and draw or paint away, or letting me decorate, or simply just letting me get my emotions out. Ms. Shackelford was always more than willing. Thank you so much, Ms. Shackelford. I will never forget everything you did for me. I would also like to thank my boyfriend, J.B. Alger. He has been extremely supportive of me and loved me at my worst. He has always cheered me up when I'm at my breaking point. Thank you so much for everything you all have done for me. It hasn't gone unnoticed. As we venture to new beginnings, wherever that may be, in the workforce, the military, college, or trade school, we have spent our last 13 years in familiar surroundings, knowing what was expected of us every day. We had our clique of friends and people who knew us by name. For many of us, that will be changing soon. No one will know the awards and titles we had in high school. No one will care who your parents are or how much money you have. In many ways, we'll be starting over. By making new friends and starting new hobbies, we will learn to grow into the young adults we are meant to be. Writing this speech allowed me to remember a story my mother read to me as a child. It is titled, "You Are Special," by Max Lucado. I want to paraphrase it for you so that it may give you inspiration and peace of mind as you follow your new path. In this story, Eli was the creator who carved hundreds of dolls, each unique. Some dolls were smooth, some were rough. Some dolls could dance and sing, and others could not. The dolls spent their days sticking gray dots or bright stars on each other. They would give dots to those who were clumsy, made mistakes, or those not as pretty as others. Sometimes they would give dots just because a doll had so many dots. They would give stars to dolls who were pretty, who could sing or dance or already had stars. One doll only had dots on him, so many dots that he didn't want to go outside. He was ashamed of himself. He met a doll who had no dots or stars. She tells him that she goes to see their creator, Eli, every single day and advises him to do the same. When he arrives, Eli points out all of the dots on the doll. Eli then tells him that the stars and dots will only stick to him if he decides to let them. They represent the weight of others' opinions, and he must learn to love himself. My hopes are today that the class of 2022 can leave here seeking the good in each person we encounter, and that when times get tough, we turn to our Creator, for all things are possible through him. These 4 years have had their ups and downs. This was the most normal year I've had since my freshman year. I never would have thought I would be valedictorian. It was not something I strived for. I never thought I was smart enough or good enough. It wasn't until I got more involved with school, like the FFA, that I realized I could. It wasn't until this year that I realized that I deserved this. I have worked and worked and worked so hard in high school. However, I will never take all of the credit. If it wasn't for the teachers and my family believing in me, I wouldn't have the confidence I have today. Today, I can stand here and tell you that I'm valedictorian, and I can earn it. I want the class of 2022 to understand that if you want something, you have to work for it. And sometimes you still won't get it, and that's okay. There's always going to be someone smarter than you, more athletic, more disciplined. But if you have performed your best, that's all that matters in the end. As we leave here today, we are at the top of a mountain that we spent 13 years climbing. Once we leave, we will be at the bottom of a new mountain. It will take all of the skills we have learned over the past 4 years, perseverance, and dedication to climb to the next one. We have proven that we have what it takes to make the climb and become successful in what we want to do. We may stumble, trip, or even fall, but remember, there is always a way back up. Before I close this out, I want to thank my parents. Mama, I don't think you realize just how much I need you. You have always been there for me and supported me in everything I do. I know having a teenage daughter is not easy. I wouldn't be the confident individual I am today without you. You have truly inspired me to be the best that I can be. Dad, you are the most hardworking man I know. You taught me so much about respect and how hard work pays off. You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. Every mistake that I have made, you have both loved me through it. Thank you for always waiting for me to get home before going to bed, or picking up my favorite food on your way home from work. I appreciate you both so much, and I don't know what I would do without y'all. I hope that I will continue to make you proud and get y'all a beach house one day. I'm proud to be the first valedictorian in our family, and I want to be the first of many more. I hope to leave behind the inspiration for the rest of my family. I want them to realize that nothing is impossible, and I love you dearly, especially my sister. Thank you all to my family who came in support of me today. I wish the absolute best for each and every one of you. I hope you know that I hope that your paths are paved with love, kindness, and success in whatever you choose to do. I am so proud of us. I know that this is the end, but it is also a new beginning. Congratulations, class of 2022. Thank you so much for listening. Now we will have the school board member address by Sandra Shealy.
Superintendent Lawrence, faculty, staff, parents, and Wagener-Salley High School class of 2022. It's an honor and a privilege for me to stand here with you today to celebrate this milestone with you all. I have no doubt that you're ready to take on the world and that you're going to accomplish great things. I feel confident that our future is in great hands with each of you. I want you to remember your high school career with fondness as you think about the lifelong friends you've made and the experiences that you've shared with your classmates. You've laid a firm foundation for the students that come after you. However, I want you to look ahead and do that with excitement for what your future holds. You hold the key to your success. As you move into the next chapter of your life, do it with excitement, confidence, and boldness. This isn't the end, it's just the beginning of an incredible future. Today, I want to share a few things with you that I've found helpful to me throughout my life, and I hope you will too. First, stay grounded. Remember where you came from, and remember the people that have encouraged you and guided you along the way. Make sure to tell them thank you. Be proud to say that you're a graduate of Wagener-Salley High School and that you've grown up in a community that has given you their unfailing love and support. Your family, friends, and community and school have given you all a firm foundation to build a successful life that you deserve. When it's your time, be sure to give back to your community with that same kind of love. Next, always strive to do your best in everything you do, no matter how big or how small the task may be. That may not always be easy, but continue to do your best and don't be afraid of failure. We learn, we grow, and we become stronger and better during those times. Our greatest success can come after our biggest failures, so don't be afraid to fail. When you do your very best, you can be proud and others will take notice. I recently saw a quote that said, "Do common things in an uncommon way and you'll command the attention of the world." And that's so important because it will highlight your unique personality and your talents. Another thing that's helpful to remember in life is to do the right thing when no one else is watching, and you'll have a peace and a joy within you. That's true character and integrity. Lastly, as you're deciding on your career path, find something that you're passionate about and pursue it. When you're doing something that you're passionate about, you'll enjoy it and excel in it, whatever it is. I want to share with you an acrostic for the word success, and I hope that you remember these words and apply them as you go through the next chapter of your life. S, say yes until you believe it. U, uncover your talents. C, choose to be your own person. Be a leader, not a follower. C, create new paths to follow. E, explore the possibilities. S, stand up for what you believe in. S, share your gifts with the world. I'm looking forward to great things from you all. Wagener-Salley class of 2022, shine brightly and best wishes in everything you do.
Many of you may not know, but an eagle's nest is called an eyrie. While in the eyrie, the eagle is nurtured into a strong, disciplined, and fearless creature. When this process is complete, the eagle is allowed to pursue his own flight, confident in his ability, knowledge, and desire to succeed. The community of Wagener-Salley High School has always taken great pride in their eyrie and is always available to assist the school to provide support in the development of new eagles. Today, in honor of the Eagles' experience and support that it receives from the nest, Wagener-Salley will recognize one alumnus with the Eagle Area Award. This recipient of the award was selected from students of the class of 2022, faculty and staff members. We would like to honor an alumnus who has made the greatest impact in the school. Based on this criterion, the 2022 Eagle Area Award is presented to Mr. Leonard Bynum. Mr. Bynum is not here, so Ms. Ryan. So we will accept it on his behalf. He's in the stands. Okay. We will now have the superintendent's address by Mr. King Lawrence.
Thank you, Mr. Neelums. Class of 2022, congratulations. I have discovered that some of the best and most valuable wisdom for life comes from children's books. So I thought I'd share a children's book with you this afternoon. This is called Walk On, a guide for babies of all ages by Marla Frazee. I think you're going to like it. Is sitting there on your bottom getting boring? Is lying around all the time become entirely unacceptable? It's time to learn how to walk. The first thing you've got to do is stand on your own 2 feet. Sounds easier than it is. You will need support. This is tricky because sometimes what you think will support you won't. Be careful of things that are wobbly. You don't want anything to fall on top of you. Stay away from fragile stuff too. You don't need something new to cry about. Now, get a grip, pull yourself up, stand. Are your knees buckling? That's okay. Straighten up. See how different everything looks from up here. Find your balance. It may take some time. Remember to breathe. Feel the sway, but don't let it tip you over. When you think you've got it, let go. Oops. It's very common to fall down. Hey, it's okay. Go ahead and cry if it helps. Feel better now? You can try again, but first, run down this checklist. Are your socks bunching up? Are your shoes too tight or too loose? Is your diaper weighing you down? Fix whatever you can before you start over. Once you can stand up without holding on to anything, get ready to take that first step. Make sure the path ahead of you is clear. You don't want any obstacles blocking your way or any rough patches tripping you up. Block out all those voices that are saying, come on, you can do it. Let's go already. Don't just stand here. Now, don't be scared, go. Only begin when you are ready. Important, don't look down at your feet. Look toward where you want to go. Imagine yourself already there. Then, when the time is right for you, take the first step. And another. And another. It gets easier, huh? And baby, you are walking. You have all had the support and encouragement from your parents and family members, from your teachers and friends, and so many others as you have worked toward steadying yourself in your walk. Well, as graduates of Wagener-Salley High School, you're now ready to run. Class of 2022, I challenge you to go out and take on the world. Thank you.
Known for their strength in flight, bald eagles soar above the rest as one of the most majestic creatures in the sky. Keen vision gives the eagles ability to see far-off challenges, soaring through each pursuit with great success. Wagener-Salley High School aims to instill in every student this indomitable spirit. This year, Wagener-Salley teachers nominated and seniors voted to select one student from the graduating class for the highest honor which can be bestowed upon a senior, the Spirit of the Eagle Award. Today, we would like to recognize one senior student who has provided service to our school in various ways. This student demonstrates consistency and dedication in their contributions to clubs, athletics, academics, and other school activities. They're helpful, polite, and cheerfully complete any task. They're dependable, dedicated, and enjoy to be in classes. They also have the personal, community, and other accomplishment that makes them a great recipient of this award. The recipient embodies the spirit of Wagener-Salley High School. This year, class of 2022 Spirit of the Eagle Award recipient is Robert Lance Brown. I would like to start off by thanking some staff members and students for their part in tonight's ceremony. Thank you to the junior marshals for being ushers for the graduates. I would also like to thank Ms. Leah Shackelford, our senior class advisor, for planning today's ceremony. I'm both, give a round of applause here. I'm both honored and humbled to be presenting the graduating class of 2022. This afternoon, we celebrate what graduates have accomplished over the past 13 years from kindergarten to 12th grade. Graduating from high school is a marathon, not a sprint. The class of 2022, you have persevered through an unprecedented time and made it to this point in your lives. In the face of adversity, especially through the challenges presented through COVID, you have learned to adapt, improvise, and overcome, and find ways to continue to succeed. Seniors, this afternoon, you end the season and begin another. As is written in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1, for everything there's a season, a time for every matter under heaven. We see this example on campus with the numerous birds across the campus. We saw the parents building the nest, birthing the hatchlings, protecting and feeding them, and now empty nest. Throughout your life and now, you experience the same seasons. You were born, protected and nourished, and fed nourishment and knowledge by parents, guardians, relatives, educators, and members of the community. Now it's time for you to leave the nest. As parents, we pray that the nourishment and knowledge you receive have strengthened you to fly on your own. I believe that the resilience that this class has shown over the past 4 years have shown that you have what it takes to thrive beyond the nest. It takes the efforts of parents, relatives, guardians, faculty, staff, and the community working together to ensure the success of our students. To parents, relatives, and guardians, on behalf of Wagener-Salley High School, I commend you on all your efforts in guiding the scholars here tonight. These young men and women have accomplished so much because of your support. Graduates, please turn to your parents or guardians and thank them for what they have done for you over these past years. You can give them a round of applause. You can clap for them. I would like to take this time to thank the entire faculty and staff of Wagener-Salley High School for what they have done to ensure the success of our students. It is your hard work and dedication that has led our graduates to this moment. Thank you again for all you do for your students. To the Aiken County Public School District board members, Area 4 Advisory Council members, our superintendent, and district staff, I would like to thank you as well for your service, leadership, and support. Once again, graduates, congratulations on your accomplishments and best wishes in your future endeavors. We will now begin the awarding of diplomas. Seniors, they already joined.
We will now prepare for the presentation of diplomas. We do ask that the audience refrain from making excessive noise during the presentation of diplomas. Families and guests, we respectfully request that you help us honor all graduates by cheering for your child when his or her name is called, but then stopping quickly so that the next family can hear their child's name announced. It is very important that each student's name is heard. We will now prepare for the presentation of diplomas. Class of 2022, please prepare to receive your diplomas. Trinity Olivia Abels. Sienna Alexandria Amos, cum laude. Jonathan William Eugene Blocker. Robert Lance Brown, magna cum laude. Emily Morgan Chavis. Jesse Sage Shamarowski. Jace Colton Corbett. Dariel Alexandria Corbett. Caitlin Hope Courtney, summa cum laude. Dwayne O'Neill Dowling, Jr. Tierra Renee Dunbar, cum laude. Shantiria Baeja Edwards, cum laude. Yolana Ashanta Farrar. Charlie Elizabeth Fields. Haley Elizabeth Foster. Merrick Chad Gardner. Nitia Adrienne Golson. Malia Amani Harris. Christopher Allen Hartley. Jacqueline Orlando Bless Harvey. Eric Joshua Neal Homeyer. Justin Carroll Hooker. Quincy LaRon Hudson. Ebony Mufasa Nicole Johnson. Kayla Marie Johnson. Jeremy Clyde Key. Madison Zipporah K. Lawson. K. Marie Martin, magna cum laude. Kayla Leanne Martin. Shane Ryan Nichols. Ivana Loranda Oliver. Gabriel James Orthner. Ian David Pierce. Jeremy Aaron Proctor, Jr. Sadie Leanne Rawls, cum laude. Louis Jermaine Reeves, Jr. Shartia Ajanic Reed, cum laude. Jakevian Leo Roberts, Jr. Trey Lee Romines, magna cum laude. Jemiah Rowe. Ajaya Ariana Seawright, cum laude. Jalen Gracie Starnes. Jamari Montez Stroman. Hannah Grace Tyndall. Jacob Andrew Tyndall. Joanna Alicia Nava Tyler. Bailey Delano Whittle. Jordan Philip Widener. Robert J. Williams. Kylie Jean Willis Bixby. Ariana Jalen Wood, summa cum laude. Yahir Jose Zavala Flores.
Mr. Lawrence, seniors, be seated for a second. At this time, we would like to recognize all of our honor graduates and K completers here at Wagener-Salley High School. Will all honor graduates please stand? Please be seated. Will all K completers please stand? All seniors rise. Mr. Lawrence, I present to you the distinguished graduates of the class of 2022. They have fulfilled all the requirements for graduation and are entitled to all the rights and privileges associated with this honor.
On behalf of the Aiken County Board of Education and upon verification of their principal, Mr. Neelums, I'm very happy to accept this class as having satisfied all requirements of the Aiken County Board of Education and State of South Carolina. Congratulations.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the South Carolina Department of Education and Aiken County Public School District, I hereby certify that these candidates have met all requirements for graduation and are awarded the South Carolina High School Diploma with all honor, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto. You may turn your tassels. You are now high school graduates. To all, I present to you the Wagener-Salley High School graduating class of 2022. Congratulations. Please stand at this time for the singing of the Alma Mater by Lance Brown and the Recessional.
All right. We are blessed with stately grandeur, warmed by thoughts sublime. For our alma mater reigneth in our land and clime. Dear old Wagner, let us rally with our main and might, and our vaunted power of greatness rests supreme by right.
you.